This is John Black, Super Chemist. This is part 2, Poland's closed borders. And let's start this video.
We're not the only. They have a really serious problems, and she needs money from European Union. She needs money for existence at the moment. They are
See, that's why right there, bingo. Why does she keep doing it? Because she needs the money from the UE, right? The European Union, right? So she will continue to do what the European Union wants. And the European Union is deep state. The UN is deep state. The NATO, they're all owned by the deep state. Like, wake up, people.
The economy is not doing very well. It's differently in Poland. Poland is doing great. The lowest unemployment in the whole of European Union.
Your economy is good. Some of those pictures we just showed our viewers,
right.
That number of young men hacked in,
18,000.
Must have been quite a tense atmosphere.
That was scary, I must say. That was really scary, especially that we visited this camp during the night. And, you know, I did not expect so many...
Look at it.
Yeah, 18,000 people within a week. And the camp was prepared for 400 people. And this madness has to be stopped. It will be stopped by Poland. We stopped it. We never let anyone to come illegally to Poland. When you see Polish people in London, we are here legally. We pay taxes, we contribute to the society, and if anyone would like to come to Poland legally, you are very welcome. But the problem is, when you have 200,000 people in Germany, we do not know who are they. They just vanished. 200,000 people by the German data. We don't know who are they, where are they, what are they going to do.
Dominic, we have our own problem. You know, with 46,000 people crossing the English Channel last year. When you say send them back, how would you send those young men back? I mean, you'd need the army to do it, wouldn't you?
No, not at all. What you need to do, you need to put them on the plane, send them back. The problem is that they destroy their passports, they destroy their fingerprints, so they are already criminals. But you cannot keep them, you cannot let them stay in here, because if we're gonna continue with this madness, there will be 5 or 15 or 50 million people within 10 years. It's not gonna stop.
Hello?
Hi, I'm calling from the Heart and Vascular Institute. May I speak with...
It's not going to stop, because people who are making money on it are very happy from what they heard from Madam von der Leyen.
The NGOs are making big time money. Trillions are spent on this. And the green hoax, where we actually need more CO2 in the atmosphere, but we're saying that we need less for some reason. Yeah, because it's going to make trillions of dollars. They're going to spend trillions on it. They already have.
The most important message from our government is that there is no law, any law, above the will of Polish nation. That's why we have elections in 25 days, but we have referendum the same day. And we just let Polish people to say, do you want illegal migration, which is forced by European Union, yes or no? So if Polish nation will say again, and I must say, since 2015, our party won 8 times. We have won 8 times. Leftists were rejected 8 times. If we're gonna win, if referendum will be very, very clear, there is no law above the will of Polish nation. And the most important is safety. We want our women, our children, to be safe, and we're gonna keep our word. We promised in 2015, 0, not even one will come to Poland.
Yeah, I mean, these people, like, they put these illegal aliens, even if they're great illegal aliens, but they're putting them above their own children. Like, you're literally pushing your kid down onto the ground, kicking them, spitting on them, while you help up an illegal alien. Yeah, it's unreal.
We did not let anyone in illegally, and we're going to keep our word.
Dominic, that language used in this country would be written off.
Well, we've been called. Listen, we've been
and we'd be told we kicked out of the European Union.
We've been called by a dog called Juncker. They can call us a pink elephant. I don't care.
That's what happens when you have a man, you know, or an adult woman that's running your country, right? They don't just give in to stupid, idiotic stuff because they're called a name. I'm so weak, I have to do what I'm told because they'll call me a name. Do you have no shame or pride? Are you serious?
Of course, we've seen this royal Europe. Sweden, for example, used to be one of the most welcoming nations for refugees who wanted to resettle there. But following a series of riots and a stark rise in crime that's linked to the migrants, they said no more. And they reduced the number allowed to come into the country. The country's new prime minister started what is a dramatic shift to Sweden first last year. And Poland, well, they have a different approach. They have a very strict immigration system there. They've accepted some refugees from neighboring Ukraine, but they will not allow in people from elsewhere.
So they have taken millions of refugees.
Even if they're seeking asylum. My next guest, a Polish member of the European Parliament, is going viral for what he said this week about illegal immigration. And the Biden administration, they should take note.
The lowest unemployment in European Union is Poland. The highest GDP after COVID in European Union is Poland. One of the lowest debts in European Union is Poland. So don't give us this rubbish about the need of educated immigration. We don't need your doctors. We don't need your engineers. Take them all and pay for them. We don't need them. You know why? Because there is zero terrorist attacks in Poland. Why? Because there is no illegal migration in Poland. So don't give me this look. Don't give me these arguments about the populism, because this is a fact. This is your data.
Joining me now is Dominik Tarczynski, who is a Polish member of the European Parliament. You just saw in that video. Dominik, it's great to see you tonight. Now,
thank you very much.
The EU decided that this refugee welcoming was very important and a positive development for Europe, all of Europe. And they look down on people like you and Poland in general for its decision to say, no, we have to support and protect our culture, which does not include, the Wahhabist Islamic outlook and Wahhabist policies and traditions. And you say?
We don't care. Well, there's a difference between a refugee and a migrant, especially illegal migrant. As a lawyer, I'm trying to repeat it every single time for years now. They are not refugees, they are criminals. Those who are trying to cross the border illegally are criminals, and as a criminal should be deported, and there is no discussion about it.
I want you people to understand, especially if you're in the United States or really any first world country, the international law set up for asylum seekers, right, is that you have to go to the very next country that is, let's say you're fleeing from persecution in Iran. Then you have to go to the bordering country of Iran. The first bordering country that is, friendly. You know what I mean? If Iran and Iraq are both, going to kill you, and they're neighboring, you can't go to Iraq, obviously, from Iran. You have to go to the first country that will take you in, that's part of the European Union. You know what I mean? So by that law, the only people that should be coming to the United States legally for asylum seeking, is only Mexico and Canada. Those are the only two countries that are bordering us. Because to get to us, you have to go through another country to get to us, like Mexico or Canada. And if you can do that, then you need to stop in that country, and yet that's how the asylum seeking thing works. Right? And if you want that, you get to Canada, then if you want to get to America, then your kids can go to America. You know what I mean? Do it generation by generation, moving yourself over or whatever. But you can't, it's called a meritocracy. That way you only have merit-based people coming instead of just any nut job on the world can just come in, you know what I mean? Yeah, but merit-based. So by law, not only are they breaking the law by entering the country illegally, even for asylum seekers, you're illegally coming in, even if you come in legally, right? You're illegally coming in because the law says that you can't ask for asylum from a country that is clear across the globe. You have to go to the first neighboring friendly country, and that's where you get. That's the only place you're allowed to get asylum. But they think that they can just go anywhere they want. You know, they can all pow into one country if they want. Who cares? Screw that one country. No. That's insane. Okay?
Our policy is very straight. 0. Not even one, never ever, will come to Poland if it's illegal. If he's trying to cross our border illegally, he will be punished and deported, not welcomed as we heard. We're not going to pay for them. We're not going to fit them in the beautiful rooms in the hotels or anywhere else. They will not stay on Polish soil. They will not stay in Poland. Poland, as I said in the parliament, and I'm trying to repeat it, Poland is the only country in the European Union without any terror attack. We haven't had any terror attacks in Poland because there is no illegal migration. That's why every single time I'm trying to say, be like Poland.
Every country in the UN, right, the European Union or whatever it's called, right, yeah, they have terrorist attacks like non-stop now since they opened up their borders to anyone with no vetting. Like who would have thought? Yeah. And a 3-year-old child would know that, you know, if you do that, you're going to have terrorists come into your country. You know what I mean? A 3-year-old can tell. So they're doing this on purpose, okay? Don't tell me you got voted in as a congressman or you know, President Biden or whatever. You don't know? You're too stupid. How did you get your position? If you don't know something as rudimentary as you open up your borders, it's just like if you leave your door open. Yeah, you leave your door open all night, every day. Yeah, people are going to come in and take your stuff and kill you.
Be brave. Believe in your own nations. But most of these spineless politicians in here, in Brussels, are destroying their own countries. I must say, Mr. Trump was right about the wall. He built a beautiful wall. Can you imagine America now without a wall? Poland built a wall. We have a great wall, and no one is able to enter. No one is able to come to Poland. And as we promised, our government promised in 2015, not even one will come to Poland ever.
Well, Dominique, you will continue to support allowing Ukrainian refugees, genuine refugees, into Poland during this war, correct?
Well, you have to remember that our situation is completely different than America and Americans. We are a neighboring country with Ukraine, and by the international law, those who came to Poland, over 2 million, mainly women and children, are honest, genuine refugees. But our law was changed for some time to support them financially, support them with education, with the healthcare, and all they need to live in Poland. But for many reasons, recently Mr. Zelensky seems very ungrateful, I must say, and our law might be changed. We don't have to support them with all these benefits, like financial support. We don't have to do it. We wanted to do it. We decided to do it, but we don't have to do it anymore. And I think our contracts, while ended, will not be extended.
Imagine, Poland is it's like a state. It's like there's probably more people in New York City than there is in Poland. And they got 2 million just from Ukraine? When is enough for these people? Oh, I know. When everybody... See, you can't make everybody first world countries. Okay, see, that's what equity is about, everyone being the same. But the thing is, you can't make everyone rich, but you can make everyone poor. So if you can't make the the third world countries into first world countries, because it's almost impossible at this point, because the world is crap. But it's easy to make first world countries into third world countries. It's easy to do that. Then that way that's what equity is. We're all equal. Equally down in the dirt, poor, starving. We're all equally poor, starving. That's equity.